Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to share a couple of poke bowl recipes with you guys. I'm obsessed with them. They're so nutritious, so healthy, and so delicious. And they're also so easy to make. I can have them every day, every meal because it is so easy to change it up to make it more interesting. So today I'm going to show you guys a couple of recipes and let's jump straight into it. Today, I'm sharing a couple of poke bowls recipe with you, starting from $1 vegan bowl using tofu to more expensive bowls using fresh salmon sashimi. Let's start with our tofu bowl, and here are all our ingredients. We have firm tofu, which is around 250 Australian dollars, broccoli around 50 cents, carrot less than 10 cents. This whole bag was only 60 cents in Australia. Zucchini less than $1 and kelp for about $2. Some rice, which is really affordable too. All prices are in Australian dollars, so it is even cheaper in USD or in British pounds. So yeah, the tofu bowl is way less than $1 in USD and in pounds. And these ingredients can make about 4 to 5 bowls. You can just use your favorite vegetables that are in season right now in your country. All these are pretty affordable in Australia right now except for the red capsicum, but they're so delicious when they are roasted in the oven. Now let's prep the tofu first. First, drain the excess liquid in the tofu by wrapping it in towel or kitchen paper, then place something heavy on top of it to release the liquid. You can use a big pot as well. Leave it for at least 30 minutes. While you're waiting, rinse the sea kelp and soak it in water for about 20 to 30 minutes as well. Now chop all the other ingredients starting with broccoli, zucchini, and shred the carrots. Now after about 30 minutes, cut up the tofu into cubes. I like them big because I like my tofu soft inside, but a lot of people like it small because they want it to be just, crunch. Season it with some soy sauce and sesame oil. I just eyeball it. It's about 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. So just let it sit for about 5 to 10 minutes or even longer if you want to. Then coat it with potato starch, which is going to make the tofu very crispy. Make sure you coat it evenly and also just a very thin layer. Now shake it up. Shake. Potato starch is really high in resistant starch, which is really good for our gut health as well. And so yeah, that's why I use potato starch over like other starches. But obviously, if you have cornstarch or arrowroot starch at home, then use those instead. Then put it in the oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 25 to 30 minutes. Also remember to cook your rice at this point because it takes about 30 minutes as well. Now drain the sea kelp and rinse thoroughly to remove all the salt and start seasoning it. You don't have to use kelps if you don't like seaweeds or kelps, but they are really rich in minerals and iodine, which is really good for thyroid health. I season the kelp with 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of mirin, which is optional, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, some ginger powder, cayenne pepper, monk fruit sweetener. You can use your favorite sweetener like honey, maple syrup, or stevia, and toasted sesame seeds. You need to adjust all these ingredients based on your liking as well, because maybe you like a little bit less soy sauce, a little bit more vinegar or whatnot. So yeah, just taste your food. If this is all too complicated, you can also buy these from Japanese or Korean groceries, but they are usually really sugary, which is why I prefer to make my own. I've also stir-fried the broccolis and zucchinis in coconut oil. Now assemble them together. Super easy. So just place all your favorite ingredients in a bowl and add your tofu and your rice, and that's it. This is your super affordable poke bowl. One bowl is less than $1. Super healthy and tasty. You can add a little bit of seasoning like seaweed seasoning or sesame seeds and it will be more tasty. Now I'm gonna show you how to make it more fun and even more tasty. I'm going to make this sesame sauce. You can buy this in Japanese grocery, but they're usually quite sugary again. So to make a homemade version, add 6 tablespoons of toasted sesame seeds to a food processor. Add 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon of mirin or cooking sake, 3 tablespoons of sesame oil, 2 to 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of healthy mayonnaise, which is optional too. I've also added some water while blending it. Adjust it based on your liking. Now you can add some grilled capsicum to the bowl, some avocados, and also some dressing, and also Japanese rice seasoning. So tasty, and the tofu is seriously so crispy. Now this is what I call my premium bowl because I'm using salmon sashimi. They are usually quite pricey in Australia, which is why I call it premium. But if you're living in areas that have really cheap and fresh sashimi, go for it. I love them. So you can just play with this. You can go for all salad leaves with lots of fresh grilled vegetables, add some kelp seasoning and some healthy sesame dressing. So that's it. That's so simple, and this is one of my favorite poke bowls. Then I made another version that is even more tasty because Adrian loved this version. So instead of using the seaweed that I made at home, I'm using the seaweed that I bought from a Japanese grocery store. This is so tasty. So yeah, it's gonna make the bowl so yummy. I have added some rice, then the Japanese sesame dressing, rice seasoning, and sesame seeds. Super tasty, and he loved it so much. This is still really healthy, just not as healthy as the previous version. That's all for today's video. I hope you liked this video and the options I've provided, starting from a very affordable, wholesome vegan bowl to a bowl that would normally cost more than 15 bucks or even 20 bucks outside in Australia. This is only a couple of dollars making it at home. So thank you so much for choosing a couple of minutes to watch my video, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video, which is a workout video. Bye!